Nice. Welcome to another episode of That Thing Accent Core Plus R. Is episode .69. I'll pause so you can say the thing. And it is Friday, April the 23rd?
Yeah, 22nd.
22nd, because Wednesday's 420. Oh man, we're getting episode 69 the week with 420.
Oh, it's a sign.
Yeah.
What was our other cosmic alignment that happened?
I don't know.
Did this happen last time?
Thank you.
Did we get episode .69 on 420 last time we did episode .69?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I have to look at it. I'm not looking at it. But that'd be cool.
Tell us in the comments below if that's what happened.
I'll go look at it.
You do the research for us.
I'm clicking on my own research.
This is less cosmic coincidence if it's happened twice in a row now.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. All right, how do I?
But anyway, we're talking about fighting games and the Joker.
It's normal stuff.
Normal stuff.
Normal
and white bread sandwiches.
Yeah, we're talking about. Oh, what is this? Oh God, it was. Yeah, no, it was on April 20th.
Yeah.
Last time episode 69 was on 420. So it just works out that way.
I don't know how it works out that way, but it does.
Through cosmic. Listen, there's your divine proof.
It kind of is though, because that wouldn't have happened naturally without like breaks occurring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like stuff has to occur in specific circumstances to have it happen twice.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it is. We just passed the most important day there is.
Yeah, happy Easter Xbox.
Yeah.
See, that's the part they didn't decide was worth recording. In like the New Testament is when Jesus said 420:69 blaze it, and they're like, what? And he goes, don't worry about it.
Nostradamus' readings. That's in the Dead Sea Scrolls. They don't want you to know.
Yeah, like the Vatican saw that one and they're like, cut this part.
The dank Sea Scrolls.
Oh, the elusive. I like it. The elusive real shit. Jesus is talking about InfoWars going bankrupt. We talked about that.
XXX Jesus of Nazareth.
Yeah.
XX 420.
420. Making his sick no scope montages. Putting him on YouTube. It's like his intro.
That's why I thought he was so deep they didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Video games, man.
Yeah.
Get it? Oh, he must have some ancient knowledge or something.
Yeah.
No. I really can't wait for Halo 3 to come out. It's going to be great.
Halo? Like Angels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angels have 3 Halos. This must be a new kind of angel, like seraphims.
They're gonna think my no scope montages are so sick because at the beginning I went into Windows Movie Maker, took like clips from Naruto openings, and then put Linkin Park over them, and then put also like some Halo imagery in there, like the Master Chief.
All star swipes.
When he kicked the tax collectors out of the temple, it wasn't because they're kind of like doing the taxes in the church. It's because they're trying to set up a melty blood tournament.
Oh no!
Back to the
bathrooms. Man, that must have been really weird. Like, if I was Jesus and I had knowledge of like the future.
Well, did he have knowledge of the future?
Yes.
Yeah,
we have to say yes.
I would think so.
Listen,
it's like, man, I could have been in like air conditioning time.
No, if you're son of God, you're always comfortable.
Well, no, technically.
I don't think he was very comfortable.
No, he still had to poop outside and drink wine all the time because the water would kill him.
Yeah.
But you're still God.
I mean, because like, why turn it fish in loaves and whatever when instead he could have been making like the monster.
Steakums.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like some.
it's like, man,
some Cheetos.
I can turn this. I can turn this into some Doritos.
Don't
That'd be
tell.
awesome.
Just write down that this was fish and loaves, but I'm gonna give you like the fish fillet sandwich. It's pretty good.
It was awesome. It's gonna be the bomb, guys.
This is gonna like blow your mind.
The Johnny Be Good of miracles.
Yeah. The apostles were like following him.
Wait, get
and he's
him-
like, listen,
wait.
listen, guys, listen. Don't tell anyone, but I'm gonna bring us in like some Smash Brothers. He like ports in like a TV. He's playing like, oh man, it's sick.
They're like, they see Jesus doing the fish sandwich miracles. He's like, give me a messenger. It's me, John McDonald.
Yeah.
And lo, Jesus said, no
I got it.
Johns.
I got a great idea. We got to get this down right now.
Jesus is like, yo, Street Fighter 8 is gonna be lit. Like, I think like Street Fighter 6 is gonna be kind of weird. 7's gonna be back on the right track, but 8, let me tell you, peak of the series.
Man, Elden Ring 2 was the bomb, man. You guys are going to enjoy it, really.
That'd be weird. I don't like the idea of having knowledge of the future that like you'll never experience.
It's like the saddest thing in the world.
But it's the whole point of like why I think being reverted to like your tween self is gonna suck. It would suck ass.
Yeah.
It's like, man, because I'm not. Well, you've talked about whatever.
We've done
What?
it before.
Whatever. Okay, all this podcast is like 4 bits we just cycle through.
Yeah, pretty much.
But my problem with tween self is like knowing what stocks to invest in, but you can't because you're too young.
Yeah, you're a
I've
child.
thought about
And
like,
no one believes you because you're a child.
yeah, like how do you well, I think you would be able to convince your parents fairly quickly, just of like the immediate like tonal change.
I think I could convince my grandpa to like buy a stock.
I think I
To
could
buy, like,
convince my
Apple.
parents that I would be from the future because I'm saying I will eat a salad, and they'd be like, "Oh damn, he is from the future." 'Cause I feel like that would not fly of like 10-year-old me, but like adult me would be like, "Yeah, I'll eat a salad. It tastes good." That is my plan.
If you get sent back in time,
Yeah.
we need to know so we can have these ready.
Yeah, I've thought about these scenarios.
Everyone,
Everyone does. I finally
we
watched.
we constantly talk about it.
Yeah, I finally. My dad and I we watched Beverly Hills Cop 2. It was good. I liked Beverly Hills Cop 2. I think we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop after Beverly Hills Cop 2. Let it live as 2 good movies.
I say go to 3 and then stop.
I think it's we're good for now. For like a bit. I just don't wanna. I feel like I've gotten everything I need to get from Beverly Hills Cop. Drew's,
Honestly, you're pretty much right. You got the gist of it down.
yeah, I think it's good. I enjoyed myself. I feel like 3 would probably just be it again. It's one of those things where like the second movie is just the first movie again, but I don't think I want to see it like again. It's one of those. We're like,
Oh, are you telling me you don't want to keep watching the same movie over and over again? You don't want to watch Iron Man doing the same thing over and over again?
yeah, I think I'm
I
good.
love doing that.
I think I'm good. It's the dark future. I think I'm fine. There's a new WoW expansion. Oh, okay. So by the time this is out, the new WoW expansion will have been revealed, and I know no one cares, but I kind of do.
You're the only person that cares, and you don't care.
Well, I either want it to be like a return to form or just the worst garbage. Because that's what that's what makes me happy with World of Warcraft news is I want them to be doing like making the game good or just garbage so I feel good that I'm not playing it. Like mediocre is not, I don't care. That's the worst. Mediocre is bad. I mean, Final Fantasy is pretty good right now. They have like the Garrow. They brought the Garrow pack so like you can get the Garrow armors again. And that's nice. I got like I'm working on that. Got like my Gold Wolf armor. It's cool.
Okay, I'm finally back.
That's okay.
Whatever.
Put 5 on once. It kept rejecting my card.
Hell yeah. That happens whenever I try to get gasoline with like my card. At sometimes it'll be like it'll just not work. It'll say card denied, and then I'll put it in, and it goes, "No, it's fine now." I'm like, "Thank you, gasoline car."
This was going enough that I was like, what? Am I like, did my account get closed for like suspicion of fraud? Why is it not taking this?
Oh man, did I get identity stolen?
Yeah,
Oh, if you want
just
to,
in time for tax season.
yeah,
The
that's when
new
they're
identity,
yeah.
that's when they're
the new
creepy.
identity theft. You just load your taxes onto someone else's.
That's such a good idea. But like,
See, the real you load it onto the super wealthy. They don't pay them anyway. Perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's such like a, it's such, you're just playing the I hope they don't see me game,
Yeah.
which is a good game. It does work.
Yep.
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 Like you can just, you know what? They're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
The
Send a bill to a large corporation. They won't know.
They ain't gonna. Well, they probably will though, because they have like departments doing that. You got to send it to like the guy that owns the Wendy's.
Dave Thompson.
Yeah, not him, but not like like one of the people where like they have like the nice house in the nice neighborhood that's kind of really big, but they're not like
Yeah.
in the super rich neighborhoods.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's the kind of guy. The guy who's like not gonna notice your taxes on there, but he's just gonna be like, just pay it, whatever. That's the key. But then the problem is, then how do you get like his deductions and benefits back? And that's gonna you're gonna have to pull some voodoo. I don't know how. That's tax talk. I had to go find my birth certificate, and that's been an ordeal.
Oh, I had to get one. I've been living here since August, and I only got my Texas driver's license last week.
Yeah, so I have to get that little sticker on your driver's license that says you could fly on the planes. Like, I'm not going on any plane trips for the foreseeable future, but I just don't want to have like in a year or something when someone's like, or some trip happens, and then it's like, oh, I get to the airport, and then they're like, oh, you don't have the sticker, you can't go.
Not for Real ID Act purposes.
I mean, yes, your driver's license is a real legitimate driver's license. You are you, but you do not have the sticker, therefore you cannot go.
Yeah.
So I had to go find.
But be you.
My mom had my birth certificate because it was the certified birth certificate. It was.
Yep. That's what gets you.
I have the copy that I needed for something in my document folder.
Yeah, because I found like a baby photo album of mine that had the mother's birth certificate, which also doesn't count.
Hell yeah.
And so I had to pay someone to electronically access the Tennessee Department of Records.
Yeah, that's what my dad had to do. He had to get like a certified printed off copy. It's like just a copy, but it's on special paper, so it counts. Man, shenanigan, adult shenanigan.
Oh.
Have a folder with all your crap in it.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah, you
I
gotta,
got a fireproof box that I keep all my important stuff in.
That's
now.
good. I just have like a
Fun
folder.
fact: those are not completely fireproof.
Oh no, they're just fire resistant.
Yep.
That's what they are.
Well, it's good enough. It's so that the cat won't get into it.
Yeah.
That's what they exist. It has to be cat proof.
So the fires the cat is lighting don't burn the folder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stinky's like, I'm tired of this new cat. Time to burn this
Oh,
place
yeah.
down.
I don't know if I talked about New Cat Bandit. New Cat Bandit's doing okay.
Oh, good.
She's still like afraid and won't leave the room we have her in.
Yeah.
But she will play, and she's eating, which is way more than what she was doing. She likes to chase the laser pointer and attack stuff. But she mostly just sleeps during the day.
Okay, so she's getting back into her regular cat rhythms.
Yep. We are not worried that she's going to starve herself to death anymore. And now she's just a regular cat. She's eating and pooping.
Good news.
Well, that's one of the 3 things they do.
Yep. They eat, they poop, and then they bite things. That's what cats. That's what they like.
Fucking when we got our second cat, like it's like cats play a lot.
Yeah.
We got a younger cat, but our fucking like little fatty does not want to play ever. So whenever she like gets pounced on, she screams at the top of her lungs, like she's dying. But we go over there, she's just like maybe getting her back fat bit.
Yeah, that's what the cats do. Gotta
I'm
bite
like,
that
"You-"
excess skin.
I say, "Shut up, you big stinky." And then I pick her up and kiss her because she's a good girl.
Well, of course.
So,
That's how you act with animals. You have to be disgusted with them until you get into a proximity, and then like the animal cuteness takes over.
I'm tired of
and
you.
then you're like, okay. Like when I go into the room and Stinky the cat has pooped on the floor, and I'm upset, but then I realize that she's old, so then I just clean it up, and it's like, okay. That's just how it is.
She tried.
Well, see, that usually happens whenever, like, she goes to the bathroom, she tries to bury her poop, and then wants to go again, but she couldn't bury it right, so she thinks that that place is not suitable for...
Oh.
So it's one of those, like, it's in between when I've cleaned... That's why I have to clean out that litter box basically every time I feed her to reduce the odds of that happening.
Yeah.
Because if there's poop in there, then she thinks that place is cannot be used.
Oh.
Because she can't bury it properly. She's just like, well, no, gotta go over here now.
Can't believe he won't give me a box to go in. I just have to go on the floor like an animal.
I have to go in the corner.
This is all your fault. I have to do it because of you. So this is on you 100%.
Better than Fry. Thinking about like the corner.
Of course.
Of course.
So hard.
What's up with you guys?
Let's see. I watched The Mask, Shrek.
All right.
What was the other? We watched another.
My most memory of The Mask was seeing it like in an after school or like a summer camp or something. And it was like a PG-13 movie, and we weren't supposed to technically see it because we were not 13, but they just showed it anyway. And then like the person, like the 20-something-year-old girl who was like leading it got really nervous and was telling people, please don't tell your parents that we showed you this movie. Like they only because they realized it 90 most of the way through that it was not PG or something.
Oh, listen. As a kid, you kind of like push that out and just laugh at the funny parts.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
Just
is,
just tell him like, oh, this is another Jim Carrey movie.
yeah.
We
well,
watched we watched Batman Forever. That's what happened, guys.
I mean, because you could kind of see it, like
Yeah.
if you weren't paying that much attention, and you see like, oh, it's this cartoon man of the mask. And
He
you think,
pulls a
like,
condom out of his pocket.
yeah, well, they wouldn't know what that is, and then you're like, oh no.
Parents will know. That's all that matters. Won't somebody please think of the children?
Yeah. So how was your opinions on The Mask?
It's probably the best Jim Carrey movie.
I'd have to think
But I
about
don't really
that.
like Jim Carrey.
Like, I'd really have to think about that, because I did not like Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Same, I don't either.
I'll show my hipster.
It's Jim Carrey movies are in the same spot as like Adam Sandler movies in my mind, where a lot of them are just okay, and there's maybe like one or two good ones.
See, because for me with Adam Sandler, like I can instantly say Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and possibly Big Daddy are like good, like instantly. But with Jim Carrey, I have to think about it.
Well, no, you don't have to think about it. It's The Grinch.
Oh, that's correct. I'm gonna go. You're right.
No,
Yeah,
you're not.
see?
You're right. It's
No,
the
you're not.
Grinch.
Oh, really? Okay,
No, you're
what do you
not.
think?
The Chuck Jones ones exist, so you don't even need. I hate the live action Grinch.
Oh,
It
I
doesn't.
love
It
the
should
live
not
action
exist.
Grinch.
How dare you? I mean, we also got like The Truman Show and Dumb and Dumber. Me, myself, and Irene.
Look, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog
Yeah.
too. He was a
Liar,
pretty
liar.
good Robotnik. I'm gonna give him that.
Oh man, the Cable Guy. I forgot about that. Cable Guy is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go in there. I'm gonna pull all in the Grinch.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
All in.
Great.
Grinching it up. I am pro Jim Carrey Grinch. I am not pro Michael Myers. Mike Myers, not Michael Myers.
Mike Myers.
Yeah, Michael Myers, Cat in the Hat. I'm in. I'm in with the Shape coming to town to teach kids about like cleaning.
It's the kids open the door. You see, and you see Michael Myers in like a big like red and white hat in the background.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd
but
be,
it's like the same black jumpsuit and mask, just the hat.
Exactly.
but that'd be like really weird. Like, see, that's the kind of like I'm gonna say Tim Burton only because it came to my head, but not really. Of like the Dr. Seuss serial kill. Like, what does a serial killer murderer look like in Dr. Seuss world? Like, that's probably gonna be some edgy, like dumb, like Family Guy joke, or like a Fox pilot
Yeah.
that died after 3 episodes. But like, true crime, Dr. Seuss.
Yeah. I shoot. I feel bad. I never watched Man on the Moon, so I don't know if it's
I don't know
any
what
good
that
or not.
is.
Oh, it's It's Jim Carrey did. What was it?
He did.
It's a documentary about.
Oh, that's the Andy Kaufman movie.
Andy Kaufman. Yeah, and it's Jim Carrey playing Andy Kaufman,
Yeah,
doing all the stuff.
yeah, doing the Andy.
I always hear good
bit.
things about it. I just never watched it.
Andy Kaufman's bits were wild, especially when you consider it was so like
Insane.
it's so like back in the day when like that was not the norm. It must have been like wild to see it.
Fucking a true vision. I wish I was there to see it.
Just your comedy bit is you going up on stage and bombing horribly. Like just going up on
Oh my
stage
God.
and just like ruining it and being so cringe and terrible and just and everyone's and you're like but that's the bit.
And like
I
two
mean,
people in the
James
crowd are
Woods
like
has that for
clapping.
years.
Oh yeah. No, he sincerely did it, so it's different. He thought he was funny. Andy
Yeah,
knew
there we go.
like this is bad.
Yeah, like
Fuck,
well,
oh my
because
God.
like apparently the whole gimmick was at the end he let you know that he was like it was all an act. Because otherwise, it's just it's too strong. It's just like, no, I'm
It's
just
too
gonna go
fun.
up there. It's just horrible.
It's I feel like a lot of he's underrated because a lot of people back then didn't understand,
Mm-hmm.
which is why a lot of adults nowadays don't get like a lot of the stupid shit we love.
Well, it's also because whenever you get old, you hate what the kids love. It's part of.
I'll never be like that. I'll always try to love wherever the kids love.
I've resigned
At,
myself. I'm gonna hate something.
no, to the best of my
Yeah, but
ability.
that's
Like,
not
listen,
everything. Kevin, you're
yeah, it's,
actively playing Fortnite.
yeah.
That's true. No, I just
You're like shit.
I think it's just like there's gonna be some things I'm just gonna innately despise or not understand. Like modern Marvel superhero movies. I don't get them. I don't get them.
I don't.
I don't get them. I'm gonna watch the Spider-Man one at some point, but that's like,
It's like it's good, but like it's not good because it's a Marvel movie. It's good because you had to watch all the other Spider-Mans and
yeah.
enjoy those.
Well, it's like
You had to watch 30 movie backlog to understand the complex nuances of this plot.
yeah, it's like okay, so I
Yeah.
watched the little trailer for like the Thor movie or whatever, and like I feel like we are just having the exact same problems as Western comic books had, where it's like I didn't see like four of these movies, so the plot I don't. Why is Thor with the Guardians of the Galaxy now?
Well,
Like,
do you not watch Endgame? It's like the most important one.
but it's like you're trying to tell like every movie in your cinema is required to watch the ones before it, and I'm just like, and not like oh here's like a plucky reference.
Kevin, that means more cash money. You know the only thing better than selling one ticket? Making someone buy 6 DVDs before they buy that one ticket.
Or making someone go, listen, you gotta watch the Black Widow movie or you're not gonna understand the plot points of Spider-Man. We know you like Spider-Man, but you're gonna have to watch the Black Widow movie, the Doctor Strange movie, the Howard the Duck reboot. That's gonna be very important. You're gonna have to go all in Howard the Duck, and then finally
You
you'll
need to watch
understand.
all the 3 new TV shows so you understand what's going on in the background too.
You'll have to make sure to not watch Michael Morbius.
Yes.
To steal the bit from Castle Super Beast, are we gonna? Shall we do the Michael Morbius health check-in? I have.
That?
So what they do every week is they say, "Have you seen Michael the Morbius movie?" I have not.
No. Oh, okay, you're good.
Drew, have you seen?
I'm more likely to see that than most Marvel movies.
Well, yeah, but this is the Michael Morbius health check-in. Have you seen Michael Morbius?
No, but my preferred variation of this bit was like when the New 52 first started, like there was a YouTube channel. Oh my god, that was like 10 fucking years ago,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Anyway, there's a YouTube channel that was like going through and like reviewing every new series like as they came out each week. But their weekly bit was also Red Tornado Watch. And it's like, did Red Tornado show up this week? No.
Good.
Red Tornado didn't show up until like that parallel universe comic series. The like Golden Age setting.
I have no idea.
I think it was by Robinson.
But you are correct where I am far more likely to watch Michael Morbius than I am to watch like the new Thor movie or like
I'm far more likely to watch any new animated DC thing than I am to watch a Marvel movie now.
watch that.
I
I'm
like
not
the one
watching
Halloween.
it.
That was really good.
Not after that garbage trash that was the like Dark Side war that
no.
rebooted everything.
No, that's the bad one. That's when they tried to make a cinematic universe because all the movies are connected.
Nice.
And that's when it turned up like crap. And then they made Batman: The Long Halloween, and that shit's good.
Have you read the comic?
I know, but I hear the comic's good too.
So the comic was one of the first comics I got, and it's also like literally falling into pieces because I got it at Mr. K's.
Hell yeah.
Just fine glue is
Yes.
coming out of it. It's like, uh-oh. Back before Jeff Loeb's son died, and the man could write a comic.
Oh. I've been watching classic Johnny Quest with my dad. We've been watching that on the weekends, and you know what? It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like you can see why the Venture Brothers exist. That's what's fascinating about watching it. Is like when you like, because obviously it's like a parody, but there's enough there where you're like this is like there's
Yeah, it's like
something
the
about
blueprint.
that era of like 60s super science that just is fascinating.
Yeah.
And it's
So,
like
like,
you just don't get it nowadays. Like that
tomorrow felt limitless.
Yeah. When it would have felt like, yo, you know what? There's like a bunch of people living in a volcano with like floating things, and you're like, yeah, and their explanation was science, and you're like, okay.
There's so much stuff like unexplored that we need to go out
Yeah.
there and look at.
It felt like the world was still huge, gigantic, and full of mystery and wonder.
And now it's just now those villages are getting bulldozed. They
Oh
can
yeah,
put up
for
an
like
Amazon
a
factory.
parking lot. For like a factory farm
Like,
that just pollutes for that just mines bitcoins. They just put like they're just mining the rainforest and then putting like a warehouse and Bitcoin farmers in there. And like, there you go.
Golly.
Ants was
Oh.
the other movie I watched.
Oh,
Ants.
Ants.
Yeah.
Ants is
The
such
better
a
Bugs
weird
Life.
movie.
Yeah, it's the better one of the two between Ants and A Bug's Life.
Because you like as a kid you grab it and you're like, oh, this is gonna be like a Bug's Life. Only to find out, oh, this is really adult.
I have to think
Oh,
about
there's
that
more.
statement because mentally I like A Bug's Life more, but I feel like as an adult I would probably think Ants is a more interesting movie because it's just like a
Okay.
weird Woody Allen movie, but with ants.
I mean, you only like A Bug's Life because your brain says it's Seven Samurai or Magnificent Seven. But if you watch it, it's just garbage. It's not
It
good.
is.
That's what I'm saying. Like I have to think about it. Like I believe if now I were to watch both, I would probably go for Ants because at least it's unique of like the trading places sort of deal in your society.
Yeah.
Where like Woody Allen Ant wants to be a warrior and then he has to go fight the termites who are like
No, he doesn't want to be a warrior. He just wants to be in the army long enough to meet the princess again.
Yeah, to walk up to the princess and see her, and then he's like, all right, time to go to war.
yeah, and then they gotta fight the
it's like-
termites, and the termites were like way strong.
Yeah, it's like, oh, good job. You enlisted on the day we're going to Starship Troopers.
Yeah. Except
but
we're
yeah,
also
and then-
bugs. So good luck.
It's the
And then-
it's there was that Futurama episode where it's like, well, you got this discount as long as war don't be declared. What's that sound? War be declared.
But yeah, and then I've been informed by Kelsey that I'm both Donkey from Shrek and Z from Ants, the main character. It's like, oh, thanks.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good. You could do worse. You got an Eddie Murphy that ties into our Beverly Hills Cop. You did good. You could be far worse. I would like if someone said like you're like Donkey from Shrek and the main character from Ants. I'd be like, yeah, I'm taking it. I
It's like, all right, at least they didn't say I'm Delgo.
Oh man, that would be or like Delgo's friend. That'd be even worse. Like bad Jar Jar Binks. Like someone's like, yo, you're like you're like discount Jar Jar Binks. It's like, oh man, I got some life choices. I gotta figure this out. Delgo's little markings on his head that makes him look like he has a comb over at all times. Man, I watched Delco.
No, I don't think we can say what we did counts as watching Delgo.
We saw Delgo. That means we watched it. We know what it is.
Yeah, that actually works.
I've seen Delgo. I like far more like if we are now entering the era where people will claim to have watched something because they watched like a 3-hour review of that thing, and they'll say like I watched it.
You know what? If you watch a 3-hour review and it's only a 90-minute movie, I'll count that. I will count it.
So you'll count it if you're watching that Mahler review that's like 20 hours long or whatever. Like yeah, you've seen it.
I love YouTube. Okay, I hate, but I love YouTubers giving us to like a response to 7-minute video, 6-hour video.
Oh yeah, it's the react hole.
Yeah.
Where you just have it's just the bottom right corner just keeps getting, or bottom left corner just has more people there. It's a nightmare.
Men's right
Could
activists
it just
have
go
been-
back
Nope.
to like, you know, people just watching a full movie with themselves in the bottom right corner? Back in the
And
good old
so
days of
Back in the good old
One
days.
back
2010.
ceaselessly into the past, both against the current.
Back in the good old days when like instead of watching, oh god, what is his name? Instead of watching LS Mark's like 4-hour review of every Family Guy episode while I was playing like Magic the Gathering. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just watch this guy talk about Family Guy for like 5 hours or whatever. So now I've just been thinking a lot about Family Guy.
Meh.
You know, some Family Guys I think are pretty good. I think some of those episodes weren't bad.
A lot of the early episodes were real good.
The
I'm not gonna, like season 1.
I'd say it's
Yeah,
like
pre-cancellation.
it's pre-cancellation. It's just like Futurama.
Yeah.
Like pre-cancellation.
Futurama also coming back again.
Oh, that I still hate that. I don't like it.
Yep.
Because
I really hope they just immediately kill Bender off, replace him with Flexo, who sounds different now.
oh, that'd be good. I think they got Bender back though.
Probably.
They got the voice.
Yeah, they do. They said they pay all
Man.
actors higher wages.
I just don't care.
It's not the time. Because
I was gonna say make something new, but they made Disenchanted, and that sucked. So don't even do that.
just make good thing.
Yeah, it's just make good.
Make good or don't make
So-
at all.
I didn't
we
watch
can make
Disenchanted.
bad. We
Yeah.
make bad, and it's free content. If you make bad, it's free.
Okay,
Good costs money.
that's true. Good does cost money and time and effort.
I didn't watch Disenchanted more than I just had it on in the background while I was doing other stuff.
Oh, you Delgoed
Because
it.
Yeah, that counts as
because I
watching
didn't
it.
really, yeah.
Nowadays,
because I
that
didn't
counts. You
care
did
about it.
watch it, Nolan.
I watched it for an episode, then I'm like, okay, I don't care about this, and I keep doing other stuff.
I can't. I've gotten to the point where like no, piracy is too much. I can't do it.
Oh wait, did you guys talk about Goodbye Erie?
No.
No, we have not. Cause it was just canceled last week. Man, Goodbye Erie is so good.
So good. It's so good.
I don't know what that is.
That's the new One Shot by Chainsaw Man.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't want to go. It's a guy that likes making movies.
Yeah, like his mom is like dying, and so she asks him to like record everything about like her final moments going through it. And so like the first part of it is like we're just seeing this experience, and then like it cuts to like he turned all of the footage into a movie, and he's showing it at like a middle school film festival. And everyone just starts laughing at how stupid it is because he ends with him just like running away from the hospital as it explodes.
Hell yeah.
But he's going to the hospital because his mother's dying and she wants to see him one last time.
Yeah.
And as he like goes to the door, his father's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And you just see him run away, and then you see explosions on the building. Everyone's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And he's videotaping his class's reaction with his phone.
Yeah. And so after that, one girl in the audience who was actually moved by it is like,
"Oh no!
I,
You gotta get to the good part where he makes the video. You know what? You guys laughed at my movie. I'm gonna go kill myself
yeah.
to show you."
And then he gets interrupted by this girl who's like talks about how she actually liked it, but he just sucks as a filmmaker. So she's gonna make him watch tons of movies so he can make good. He can make a sequel that's actually good though.
Oh, God. And then he goes back downstairs and makes a video. You know, guys, suicide's no laughing matter. All right, I just want to tell you that.
It's worth
Peace.
living.
Fucking dude, I love the rest of it's great. I'm not going to tell you anymore because
Yep.
it's so good. But
Just
oh,
get out
fuck.
there. It's for free. Download Shonen Jump app or Manga Plus, or just it's available free. So even if you just do pirate stuff, that counts. It's fine.
I listen. Give this guy money because everything he touches is gold.
Everything he makes just good.
Fucking it just
Chainsaw Man's due back this
slams.
year. The anime starts this year.
Yeah, fall is what they're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's called Goodbye Eri or Sayonara Eri, just depending on how weeb your source is. And it's by I should learn his name. I know Oda.
It's just
I don't know his name
Fujimoto.
either.
Yeah, it's Fujimoto.
Fujimoto. Okay. Let's go into my mind palace.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Got out a touch of fantasy. Got out a touch of fantasy, Nolan. You got out a touch of fantasy.
Oh my god, that ending!
Yep.
Like, I wish I could immediately forget about it so I could reread it again.
God, it's
That's
so
how
good.
it is.
Oh,
Why is like manga kicking ass now and like comics are dying?
Well, it's always
comics
been
have
like
been
that.
dying.
Comics have been dying.
Yeah,
for a
I know.
while.
It's on a constant downflow.
Listen, it should say something when like the shows that are the comics, the people are like, yo, this is really good. It's stuff like The Boys and Invincible, which is what I was reading. Now, I don't know, like 10 to 15
Image is
years
different.
ago.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that's like, oh man, people love this stuff. It's like, yeah, that's what I was reading like 10 years ago. There's a reason
That's
why they're
old.
not new.
Yep. You gotta have some kind of filter. Japan benefits from having an ocean and a language barrier. So if anyone's investing time to translate and bring it over here, they're only getting the good stuff. And then The Boys and the Invincible benefit from the filter of time.
Yeah,
Where
time is
no
the
one
only...
cares no one cares about all the other garbage that came out during then. Mark Miller is going to keep making movies, but they'll be forgotten just like his comic books they're based on. No one cares about Wanted anymore.
Oh, all those... Oh,
No one
God.
cares about Johnny Two Dicks and Shitface and Kryptonite condoms.
That was like all that stuff where like there's a while though every action movie that I'm like, that's a pretty good little action movie, and you find out like, no, it was just some guy's comic and that was the pitch of like his action movie. And you're like, oh.
Yep.
It's like, that was a pretty good action movie, but I wouldn't read that as a comic. Like, I'd watch that 90 minutes, sure.
Red, that was one, wasn't it?
I think Red was one. I liked that movie.
Was the Losers one?
I think, yeah, The Losers was
Yeah.
one. Which I also enjoyed.
Wanted, definitely one.
Yeah. There's a bunch.
Wanted the movie way better than Wanted the comic.
Well,
And they're not even similar at all.
that's because Wanted, like a lot of those, they just have like the premise and then they just make a good movie out of it.
Mark Miller is the Zack Snyder of comic book writers.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
I can see it. I'll hear it.
My highest insult.
Wait, hold on.
But yeah, because it's just no to fully explain it because I like explaining the. I don't. Oh, never mind. No, I won't do it.
Wait, wasn't 300 one?
Yes,
Yeah, that's by Frank Miller.
and
That's
it's Frank
like actually,
Miller.
yeah.
He did write some good comics, and then he
Yep.
didn't.
Why?
Then he
I
has
always
the problem
forget.
of like that colorist.
I always
Yeah.
forget. Like Zack Snyder has just done a bunch of Frank Miller
Yeah.
comic books.
Yeah, because he thinks he gets it.
Yeah. Well, he technically gets it.
300 is probably Zack Snyder's best movie.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Because it's the visual.
I'll
Because the
say that.
story is like effectively nothing, so the visuals can carry it, and then you can have like a good music video style visuals, so it kind of
And it's-
works.
And it's also, as long as you're just aping the imagery and like the dialogue from Frank Miller, it's hard to screw that up.
Well, yeah, well, it's
Unlike
hard.
Watchmen.
It's hard to screw up such classics as Spartans Together. Like you can't like mess up that or like We Hold.
But no, I really like the part where it's like his like spear was heavy, his crown was stifling or whatever. I like that part.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like when your dialogue is just like a couple sentences of like,
Yeah,
you can't
but
mess.
just noirish action, cool lines.
Yeah, when you're saying like tough, cool, it's like if he was doing like Conan, like Conan's lines of dialogue. He has like 20 lines of dialogue. You can't really like you can write Conan pretty easily. Like half the lines
I
are
just
like
missed the
awkward,
mute.
like grunt.
Yeah. Can you sexualize that grunt a little more?
Urgh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's
All right,
Oh,
Conan,
man, what
in
is best in life?
all right,
Exactly.
all right, Conan. In this scene, you're gonna fight the pregnant zombies. Okay, make it hot. Zack Snyder's Conan coming soon.
Oh man. I watched that other Conan. But I think it was like Jason Momoa or whatever was Conan or something.
Right.
Oh, I forgot that exists.
I watched that
Wait,
one.
what?
Yeah, there was like
Wait,
another
what do you-
Yeah.
oh,
Man, made a Conan,
Yeah, he made
the
a Conan.
Barbarian reboot.
was that recently?
No, it was like in like the 20 aughts or whatever.
No, that was like 5-6 years ago.
Okay, it was in 2011.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. I mean,
It was like in the same era as where they remade what's the other Schwarzenegger Mars movie? Total Recall.
Total Re-
Like,
Total
you know,
Recall.
making
It was
Total
much
Recall
better
and
than that
RoboCop.
Total Recall.
What about that RoboCop?
That RoboCop had like 2 good scenes. Okay, so that RoboCop, it has the scene where you see Alex Murphy as like a head and some organs. That scene
Yes,
is really
okay.
good.
I'll agree with that. That's great.
And I did like the bit where they talked about how like the robot suit like makes him think he's doing it. Like it's designed of like how the robot is like shooting everything perfectly, but it's trying to fool Alex Murphy to think he's actually doing it. So to try to make him feel like he's in control of his arms, where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot that guy,"
Really?
and it like aims perfectly, and he's like, "Got him."
That's good. I don't. If I was making that reboot, I would have just done RoboCop 3,
Try
like
to
with
fix it.
modern. Yeah, like I would have just done that and made it sleek action. Cause like you're not gonna have any of the depth, so screw it. We're just gonna have cool RoboCop fighting ninjas with jetpacks. It's
And
fine.
robots and stuff.
I'd make RoboCop, but for some reason he gets thrown into a portal and is now an Outrealm.
Hell yeah.
Outworld.
Yeah, and I has to go
And
Yeah,
if I
fight.
bring justice, I have to bring
Now you
in
have-
Kato.
What justice is as he dispenses it.
Yeah. Just adapt the RoboCop.
Did you guys
cartoon.
watch those Mortal Kombat movies?
I watched. I watched.
I watched Annihilation in the first one.
I watched.
Oh no, the new ones.
I watched the new. Okay, the Liu Kang cartoon is pretty. I mean, Scorpion's Wrath or whatever I thought was pretty good because it's just Mortal Kombat except Scorpion saves the day because he's the coolest and the strongest. I'm like, yeah, I get it. And I liked the new Mortal Kombat I didn't really like. I felt there was too much jobbing. I thought Kano was good.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I thought that.
Did you see the Liu Kang movie?
No, I did not.
Okay, that's also on HBO. It's a lot worse than the
Okay.
Scorpion movie.
I'd imagine. Well, it's because
the Batman movie is on HBO now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Oh,
like,
the
tonight.
Batman.
Yeah, the new Batman is on HBO. I think
Riddle me this,
Monday.
Batman.
With Robert Pattinson, who as time has gone on, like I can't properly describe how like I went from like Edward Cullen to like, oh, he's so dreamy
He's so
and
great.
relatable.
He's so great.
He wants to die and thinks about Final Fantasy VII. It's like he understands me.
What was it where like a fangirl met him and he's like, "Yeah, I'll take you out on a date," and he was
sucked.
so boring.
Yeah, and she's like, "This is awful."
He
He's
would stop
like,
talking about nerd shit, and now I'm like, I'm uninterested now.
Yeah, there's
I'm like, oh my god, this is my hero.
There's some interview where all he did was he talked about which Final Fantasy VII girl was best, and I'm like, good.
That's an interview for like the Batman movie, I think.
Yeah, it's just,
that was recent.
yeah. I'm like that's a champion. That is a champion. I love him.
King.
Like it's you would have never suspected, but I'm like, yo, this guy's the sickest. I love him.
Listen, now, okay, have him be Batman and have Henry Cavill be Superman again.
Oh yeah.
And we have like the
you have the
nerd
nerds.
combo.
Now you get them both to beat the Warhammer. You put that in there.
Oh, what was that April Fool's thing they kept talking about? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a Warhammer movie and Henry Cavill's gonna be the Emperor Man.
Yeah. Oh, I could see it.
I'd love that, but it was fake.
Henry Cavill, I think, like you should use that Warhammer. Apparently, also Samoa Joe really likes Warhammer too.
Oh man, dude, I'm all down for this.
No, I like it when it's like, nah. See, that's the kind of relatability I like.
You like when
I'm
the
pretty sure
Spurs load up? You like when the Spurs load up StarCraft on their
Yeah,
private
that
jet?
makes me feel so good. Like nothing is more humanizing to me than some like celebrity or famous person doing something nerdy garbage. I'm like, oh, they get it. But it has to be like real nerd. It can't be like, yo, I watched the Spider-Man movie. It's like, nah, that's like yeah, you watched a blockbuster movie. It's like someone going out there and being like, yeah, I'm hanging out watching Evangelion. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's Robin Williams brought on set like his Evangelion
his
toys.
Evangelion's toys. It's like, yo, that's good. That's relatable. I get you.
I love the scene where Senju is in the hospital alone. Hilarious.
Oh,
like, Robin.
I can't do Robin Williams. Good morning.
Oh fuck! We didn't talk about we lost another great as well.
Oh yeah, Gilbert Godfrey, who was in Beverly Hills Cop 2. It was wild. He just shows up as like the evil guy's like accountant, and you're like, this is weird. Also, Chris Rock is in that movie. So you get to see like Eddie Murphy talking to Chris Rock, and I'm like, that's like weird.
No, well, barely. Like I said, you need to at least watch one more, and then you can totally stop. But yeah, if you got the plots of 1 and 2, it's just going to be the same thing in 3. It's going to be the same story.
Of course, we're on a Beverly Hills Cop break for a bit.
How many movies were there?
Oh, well, let's
6.
I'm gonna.
How can you? Well,
I'm gonna listen. We're gonna live. There was a
There's literally a
23
point where, like,
reboot.
what?
Okay, I'm looking at this.
But all right, later days, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so there's 3.
See.
There's 3.
I know they remade. Okay, hold on. Let's see. 3 main movies.
Yeah. They made a 2006 video game?
Huh? Hold on, no, like
Beverly Hills Cop is a first-person shooter video game based on the same names. It was released exclusively in Europe on the PlayStation 2.
okay, see,
Jeff Gershman of Giant Bomb referred to Beverly Hills Cop as the 9/11 of video games.
so I don't think it's. Oh no, that is. Wait, hold on, this is real.
Oh, it's real.
Yeah, okay, I'm seeing gameplay. Okay.
It's like when they made that Bad Boys PSP game.
Why?
What the hell is this movie?
So stupid.
Okay, that one makes sense. There's like an old one. What the hell is this movie? What? Oh man.
Come on.
Oh, this is like some. There's multiple Beverly Hills Cop games. There's one for like that Commodore.
What the hell? So wait, no, they're making Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Are they?
Is what they're doing.
Is it still going to be with Eddie Murphy?
I have no. Eddie Murphy will return. Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! It's with Netflix and Paramount.
Oh no!
Paramount. Oh no!
Oh no! I can't. No, because this is going to do the thing that they keep doing. You're going to bring back Eddie Murphy. He's going to look old, and it's going to make me feel even older. I hate it. I hate seeing old celebrities try to be like action heroes.
Like, I want.
Like, I love you, Eddie Murphy. I truly do. But, like, no. Your days as Axel Foley are gone.
Oh my god. Man. Eddie Murphy, your days as Axel Foley are gone, but you can still be the Nutty Professor.
Yeah, that's okay.
Or Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, that would have been fine. I would have rather him be in that weird Dr. Doolittle movie where, like, they pulled a thing out of a dragon's butt. Instead of Robert Downey Jr., it's just Eddie Murphy. It would have made more sense. All right, on that disappointing note, we're gonna call it the looming terror of Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Where Axel Foley is gonna have to pull some stuff out of a dragon's butt now.
You know how you know it's gonna be bad. Like, I can see them doing the trailer and they somehow mess up the theme. It'll be like like they somehow like F that up.
Unless it's it's going to be bad unless it's really self-aware about what it is and what it's trying to do.
No, it should just turn into like that live episode of the live action Cowboy Bebop. Just lead into like the garbage Netflix. It just turns into like live action Death Note. They just go, here's our crap. We can't make things.
L gets his laser gun out and then gets dancing in the background watching his kids recital.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. Never mind.
I'm good. No, yeah, do it. Just lean into your garbage Netflix. Say like we're just the worst. The Dota cartoon characters are like crudely CG'd in there, like photoshopped in. Thank you, Axel. I am going to go to Beverly Hills Cop 2.
I want to... Let's get Space Jam 3, but now it's all the Netflix properties.
That'd actually be pretty good.
No, it's the Netflix properties versus the HBO Max properties.
Oh, there you go.
No, it's a tournament.
Plus.
And then,
yeah, the Paramount.
No, we're bringing back the tournament idea. It's Paramount Plus, Hulu, Discovery Plus, HBO Max.
I think Discovery Plus has some wingers. It has like all like
Netflix are the bad guys, though.
They have like My 600-Pound Wife or whatever. It shows up and like we can't get past them. It's covering.
The problem is Disney Plus has the ESPN channel, so they have actual basketball players.
Oh, see that's. Oh, there you go. But how will actual basketball players compare with old Axel Foley?
They'll get destroyed.
They'll get destroyed. And then
it'll be CGI young Axel Foley.
Oh man. But then like clipped images of Leave It to Beaver coming in from Peacock.
This is so stupid.
Listen, his brother Wally was like, he's a 3-letter sports athlete. He's really good.
Oh no. Oh no, guys! Apple TV's here.
With their fake shows.
Fake.
It's like
They're the dark horse.
yeah, they have like
They're seated
Snoopy
last.
and then like a bunch of like celebrities with like fake shows. Like I'm in campus love story. It's Tom Hanks falling in love at college with his other professor, and there's like a puppet.
it's
I don't know.
No, there's also Tom Hanks, and he's in a post-apocalyptic movie
with
with
a
a
robot.
robot. But then there's also Tom Hanks, where he's a captain of a ship.
Yeah, and
You have 3 Tom Hanks
yeah,
on
it's
your
all
team.
Tom Hanks. It's Snoopy
It's all the
and
different
3
movies.
Tom Hanks, and like some just like it's just fake with like fake savvy celebrity. I can't do it. It's like it's like Tom Holland is there, and you're like, what are you, Tom Holland? And he doesn't know what he is. It's like I think I'm like a car salesman.
It's me. I'm Nathan Drake. But
yeah.
no, he has to fight Spider-Man Tom Holland
Oh shit.
on the opposite team.
Oh shit. Are we just gonna assume that like everyone has? Okay, so what are the rules on The Rock? Is he on every team, or does he just like because every team has a Rock, he's no longer allowed to play?
He's on every team.
Okay, so he and all of
But
his roles.
the thing is, you have to put Rock against Rock because that's the only way they cancel each other
Okay,
out.
so that's like the rule where if you sub in Rock, then the other team must sub in their Rock.
Use their Rock.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I gotta go. Later days. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh.